controls just feels so good. I mean, other games can control well, and they have a lot of customization to it, but like to its core, it's very I don't. I feel like I can do so much. I feel like I can do a lot more in F-Zero than I can in other racing games.
Definitely. I think that's
For sure, man.
one of its biggest strengths.
Is that it has unique mechanics to it that pretty much no other racing game has, and that it can drastically improve your gameplay.
Oh yeah.
Hello,
I mean,
Skitty.
Hello,
other,
can you guys hear me?
Yep.
yes.
Okay, good. Here we go.
Most
Oh.
games don't have space flying. Most games don't have fucking shift boosts. Most games don't have, the type of things that F-Zero has. And it's like, when you really think about it and you try to compare other games to it, like it's basically in its own league.
For sure. And then for some of the other, at least from someone that does not play GX primarily, I think a big boon for the series is that aside from very, very few, every single track in like all the games is so much fun to play
Oh yeah.
that I so even though like SNES is the simplest game series, I legitimately enjoy all 15 tracks so much that I will spend 40 minutes improving a fast lap. Because that is what happened earlier.
I'd be
That is what
lucky to
happened.
improve. I'd be lucky to improve in 40 minutes. God.
I'd be lucky to get anything done in 40 minutes.
Yeah. Like
Quite wild.
specifically talking about like Sonic Oval, spending like 2 hours just to improve your run by like half a second.
I wouldn't have the patience for that.
I do. Well, it's just. I think it's because when you do beat it, like you're so satisfied, you're like, that 2 hours was
It
worth
feels
it.
so nice.
Like, I only proved by a half a second. Man, it felt good.
Also, thanks for inviting me onto the show, guys.
Yeah, no problem.
Sam, by the way, do let us know when we are live. We're not right now.
We are. I started like a minute or two ago.
Okay, perfect. No worries.
Probably when the video started.
Well, hello, I guess. To
Yeah, it's pretty informal.
Yeah.
I'm not the most formal person.
I'm not either.
Anyways, welcome to the Blue Falcon podcast, the best F-Zero podcast.
It might be the only one, but that by default.
We don't talk about that. We're the best by default.
Hey, thanks. I appreciate it. Yeah, as long as like I can like bring people together and we can just talk about the games that we like, I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. I know like next to nothing about speedruns, but I've seen my fair share of them.
It is awesome, and I think one thing about the F-Zero community in general, because we are inherently pretty small, there are so many perspectives. So, for example, you have Sam here in the call, who's really good at video productions and editing and making those GX World Record History videos. In addition to being really good at speedrunning the game, getting really good times, you have me, who's I guess a high-level player for some of the games, and has pretty decent times and even a few minor world records. And then you have someone like Nico, who isn't a super big speedrunner, but they do play the game quite often. They're more casual. And then you have you, Skitty, who, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe you're more of like a lore person.
Yeah,
Like
and just
story.
a very casual player in general.
Yeah. And I think it's really nice to have that, because in other communities, like something like Mario Kart, a lot of it is purely time trial or clan wars or whatever. It's not something like F-Zero, where there's so many different there's so many different reasons for being in the community.
Yeah,
I think
because
it's
there's
very
just
nice.
so much to love about these games, really. I'm playing F-Zero since I was a little girl. Something I've always loved.
I was a bit
It is.
a late bloomer when it came to F-Zero.
You-
GX was my the first F-Zero game I played. It was just like I bought all the new Nintendo games growing up, but F-Zero is just one of those that I never got around to trying.
Yeah, it
Really?
kind of is a black sheep of Nintendo series.
I don't think it helps that the GameCube didn't really sell that well. I mean, back then it's like impossible to know because when you're like when you're 10, you don't really understand the intricacies of big companies like Nintendo and games and stuff like that. You just kind of play it. And you're like, oh, this is a good game, and then you go by your day. And but yeah, F-Zero was always one of those games where like I just come back to it periodically, and you know, the last couple of years I've kind of really sunk a lot of hours into it. Multiple reasons for that, but I think it just kind of shows how high of a quality the F-Zero games are.
Yeah, like I've had GX for like 10 years now, and I still play it on a regular basis. Yeah, I got it for my 13th birthday, so and yeah, so it has been about 10 years.
Yeah,
Same for me, actually. I remember I emulated GX. I was like 12 and I thought it was because I was really big on Smash and Captain Falcon, so I emulated GX, and then I got it for my 13th birthday, Christmas. And it was really cool.
So we're in the same boat.
Very, very slowly started to try the other games. Played the Smash for Wii U, F-Zero Super Nintendo demo over and over and over again until like it came out on new 3DS, and that's my first time getting that.
X was actually my first game. It's actually one of the first games that I have like a clear memory of playing when I was like really, really, really little.
Really?
Yeah. Granted, I don't imagine I was that good at it, but really, definitely not to the level I am now. And geez, even that, I'd get my ass kicked by one of you guys, I'm sure.
They're very hard games, especially X. X is a
Oh my god.
that's that game doesn't mess around.
Yeah,
Well,
no, it doesn't. Like, geez, even standard is kind of a pain in the butt because I usually play around standard, maybe expert every now and again when I'm playing X. GX, I go a bit higher. You know, expert is kind of my default, but if I'm feeling ballsy, I'll play master.
Well, it's something I said to Nico before we went live. As long as whatever you're doing with the series, even if it's just playing the games casually or whatever, as long as you are getting enjoyment, fulfillment out of it, it's 100% awesome.
I think like no matter there's a lot of games like I enjoy, but I get frustrated to a point because like I want to get better and I want to improve, and sometimes like I'll like make up excuses to myself or sometimes blame the game for like me being bad. Like F-Zero, I feel like you can't like I feel like you can't do any of that. It's like it's all on you, man. Like if you it's all on you to get better. It's like because of how good the presentation is with F-Zero, I can never like I personally can never get bad at the game. Just because
Yeah, it's a really high bar. You have to be really dedicated.
Yeah. There's a
Speaking of dedication, we have a really good showcase of what the modding community has on screen right now. That
Yeah, I haven't seen this.
Whoa.
Seen this one.
me
yet.
neither.
What is this?
It's
Is it like some kind of test track or something?
yeah, it's progress on custom tracks for GX.
Oh, nice. That's been in the
Pretty-
works for like
pretty
several
weird.
years now, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it turns out that game is kind of I don't
Hard.
want to say it's like a mess, but like
Tough nut to crack.
yeah, definitely. But hey, they're getting somewhere.
Yeah, it's progress. I mean, I can imagine for X it was easy because it was just straight up the thing that the devs use. So,
Right.
Yeah.
you know, this they probably
Same
had.
with, same with
totally different.
Climax, I believe.
Sorry, what was that?
Same with Climax.
Yeah, but then
Or
again,
at
that
least
one's
very
easier
close.
'cause it's a 2D game.
Yeah, but it's very close. What they use. So, wow, there's more than one track. Pretty nice. This one has AI.
It actually looks like a track too.
Wait, I think this might be a remake.
Yeah, the
Oh
layout.
yeah, yeah. This is Mute City 1.
Oh, from
We'll
SNES.
have the jump plate. Yeah.
It
Yeah,
didn't
for
work
Super
though.
Nintendo.
Yeah,
It's got the dirt.
I don't think we're quite.
Does it have
to
the cut of
point.
Doom? Does it have the cut of Doom? Thing that has cost me many
Is
hours.
that it?
Yes. The cut of Doom because it's been a while since I last.
It's that final turn.
It's the final churn in Mute City 1 when you're
The run
doing
killer.
fast lap attempts. Thing that makes you want to throw your controller. I cannot
just
tell
realized
you how
using
many
rock button
times.
mash, too.
Cannot tell you how many times I tried to get a spreadsheet world record versus MKDS Master, and that churn alone has cost me many.
A lot of turns in SNES have cost me many a race.
So I affectionately call it the churn of doom. Cut of.
It seems fitting.
Yeah, it fits.
Not so annoying in GX where going over dirt not hard. I must say.
I like the first-person view he goes for.
Yeah. Can you imagine like speedrunning the game in first person perspective?
Oh,
Like just how
God.
nuts that would look.
Like if you're just like driving, if you're not doing advanced tech, it wouldn't be that bad. But with
Yeah, but if
advanced
you're
tech,
doing like
it's
the really crazy stuff.
I really enjoy running.
because like seeing the orientation of your
Casual.
vehicle is really important for all the advanced stuff.
One thing I will say about first person view in GX is, oh my god, it is amazing if you have it on dolphin view.
Oh yeah, I've tried that once.
It is
It's I had fun. Yeah, it was it's kind of novel, just like seeing the tracks, and I don't know, it's like a little roller coaster ride.
It's a new
also the fact that
perspective.
this in the practice mode with 5 laps, pretty it's Super Nintendo. You got
Got some world records.
records. None of mine, of course. I only get spreadsheet once. But yeah, Z-Wing and Edward. I'm so happy Edward returned because he is indisputably the best player. But the fact that now 32 years removed from the release of the game, we are still getting active world records is really crazy, especially with a game as simple as the Super Nintendo one.
Yeah.
Just
It's-
because there's nothing like MTS, snaking.
It's
You have
yeah,
brake tapping that saves you a few frames if you do it correctly.
just the fact that there's so many tied world records shows that it's super optimized.
Yeah, I honestly believe that we're getting to the last hundredth of the second that we could. On
And of course, Edward.
here's Edward
Doing
with his phone setup that I have now emulated my fast. So, quick note for everyone that does not play Super Nintendo, is that you could only play 7 of the 15 tracks in practice mode with no AI. So for 8 of the in-game tracks, you have to run it with AI driver going all about.
Oh
But,
my god.
Is
I
that
couldn't imagine
like
doing
a
that.
hardware limitation, or is that how they?
Yeah, I'm gonna say it probably is, and also the fact that it's a launch title, so they didn't
Yeah.
know a whole lot of super like cuts stuff like code cuts.
Yeah, that's
But,
actually.
it is pretty difficult because there are no set AI path like driving paths, all random. You can predict where they're going to be easily on the easier difficulty. Pretty annoying.
Those are some crazy
so it is
jumps doing there.
it is a
Wow.
legitimate skill to just avoid everybody and not. And if you could do that on a normal run, you can get a good drive stop because it. But Edward, of course, is a master can go through these cuts and boost and all that with complete ease. And then there's the jump right here. Saves you a few seconds, hundreds.
I tried to do a similar thing in Climax, like when I tried getting a few times for that game, and I kept crashing every single time because I just could not get the angle right.
It's very, very hard. On a fast lap, it's not super difficult because if you mess up, you reload. But in a 5-lap, SNES's 5 laps, it is insane to go for it once, let alone every single time, Edward.
Oh my god.
And he just gets it.
That's like
I think
Now, there is one more thing, and I want to see if you. I actually haven't watched it. That you can do for the final lap.
I think to a certain extent it becomes a muscle memory. But,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he takes a little hit there, and as you see, he didn't boost time as he did before, because if you line it up just correctly, you can hit the same tile pattern as the finish line.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never seen that.
And you can see even Edward is in display.
Looks like they just barely made it.
Yeah. You can only do that on the final lap, which is a pretty nice second time saver. And it is incredibly precise. I have never hit it once.
I didn't even know that was a thing, but then again, I haven't really seen many speedrun videos.
It was discovered really recently. I want to say, I think it was discovered in the last 5 months. And the guy that discovered it, Porther, I believe. I want to say it was Porther. He lamented that he revealed it so nonchalantly because it would have been the only time where a non-Stingray machine could have had a world record.
What machine was it?
Just either of the other 3, because in SNES, the 4 machines have their set parameters. The Fire Stingray blows the other 3 out of the water when it comes to general time.
Yeah, it does seem like it's really OP.
Yeah.
I'd like to challenge so I mostly use Golden Fox in that game, which I kind of regret on tracks like Firefield.
Fox is fun. It is why the spreadsheet times for the other 3 machines are quite competitive. And it is where I say I have my minor world records. And then, of course, you have the big GX.
I gotta say, I love how Firefield looks in GX.
Yeah, I think
it's gotta be my favorite, incarnation of that.
I think it's one of the more demanding, because it's one of the only tracks that lags even slightly in this game.
Yeah, probably because of all the fire and everything.
Yeah. But yeah, I think this is a great representation of Firefield. It's kind of in a volcanic cavern of some sort.
It looks phenomenal.
Yeah, you would not think that.
Just from going from watching Edward to watching this is kind of.
Oh my god!
Damn.
Evolution of F-Zero.
We've been outclassed.
And then just flying through those buildings, it's no, you can't do that on Aeropolis. I tried doing that once when I fell off course, and I just crashed right into the building.
Oh my god.
ATT seemed kind of weird in GX, because sometimes I'm like, oh, there's no way I can go through this, and then I go through it, and then I'm like, I should be able to go through it, and then I just
and then you don't.
get hit, and then you don't.
Are there any of these world records that you guys want to look at?
Just anything by Chaos, usually pretty exciting.
Cool.
Relative exciting for people that play.
Yo, where we at?
Going from GX to this, it's a little boring visually, but the mechanics of what's going on here is really immaculate, and I actually can't really.
Wow, yeah, that is super precise.
Yeah. Chaos, Canadian GP Legend
you
player.
blink and you miss it.
Basically. So what this is called, I wish Pfizer was here to better than.
He's basically the drunk.
Flies here, actually.
Isn't it the drunk driving?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah. if you want to explain drunk driving technique, GP Legend.
I mean, if you imagine the inputs of an MTS it's just opposite strafing all the way through the track, but the tricky part is doing that while maintaining really tight corners is what makes this stuff really difficult, actually.
Yeah.
Like, me and Kanes are fighting over an E-card flap right now, and it's coming down to really tight corners and also maintaining grip as well.
Just learned how to
'cause-
pronounce it.
Yeah, it'd be hard enough to do with Night Thunder as is.
Look at one of these. This tile.
Oh, the Lost Way.
This tile set's
Yeah.
kind of cool looking.
On the emulator too, because it is legal to run Climax on emulator.
That's the only F-Zero game that allows emulator, right? On the ladder.
For now.
It's honestly
Well-
probably the most accessible just because of that. It has,
Yeah, well,
ironically,
yeah,
the least
being a
amount.
Japan only release.
Makes sense, yeah.
So this game does not rely on drunk driving technique as much, or DDT. It's still being used.
It looks
just
like
'cause
he's doing it.
It is generally better to use it, but it's not.
Wait, what the
It's
heck
not a
happened?
massive loss if you don't.
Huh?
But
What the heck was
Welcome to the
that?
bonsai jump.
yeah.
Yeah, that's a pretty
That-
interesting strat.
Whoa, what?
That is Climax trademark, is just skips on skips on skips on skips.
Yeah.
Maybe I should learn some of those.
Maximum velocity I know nothing about, but one thing I will comment on is I love how chords is
Yeah, TVK just with the portable, like, I don't know where he's got the camera, but dude, that is just like some old school stuff. It reminds me of, like,
That's a crisp recording, though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it
wow.
reminds me of old, like, JKT videos.
It looks almost as
Hand
good
cam and
as a
everything.
capture card. Wow.
I'll
Like,
be
there's no
honest.
disputing it real, though.
I'll be honest, Maximum Velocity is actually the one game in the series I don't like. I'm just gonna let
That's
that float
fair.
around for a
Me
bit.
too.
Eh.
It's mostly just because I play it a lot.
Like, I played it once for maybe, like, 20 minutes, and then I sold it back to the shop that I bought it at.
Smash Bros.
Yeah, I've actually never seen this. I'm just going through the
I'm interested to
community,
see. Yeah,
community updates.
custom loaded.
Oh, wow. I think I do remember this, actually.
Don't think I've seen this.
I think it's the model. He changed
Yeah, the
the
model
textures.
Texture.
It does look real nice.
I don't know, it kind of looks washed out a little bit, but it definitely does look interesting as a change.
It's
Yeah, it's a new look.
slightly lighter blue, I think.
Yeah, it's definitely lighter. Is it just the machine, or is it anything else, or what?
I'm pretty sure it's just the machine.
Because like on the status screen there, I was looking at Cap. I was like, does he look any different? No, he doesn't look like how he does in Smash Bros. That's kind of what I was expecting.
Oh,
GX.
by the one and only
Oh.
AKC12.
Anything by him.
Oops.
Whoa, that is quite the look for Screwdrive.
It looks even more mid 2000s.
Oh yeah, no, it looks more 90s to me. Says the
Yeah.
person born in the late 90s.
It almost reminds me of those cool cups, if you know what I'm referring to.
Got that,
Yeah, I do.
The cool
got those
jet.
climax textures. The resemblance.
I
Yeah.
can see that.
Me too.
Yeah, like on the track, the texture reminds me of Climax somehow.
Oh, this is a real nice one.
And pizza time!
Holy crap! Look at that wasp go.
That's one of the coolest suicides in the game, in my opinion. Got some updates.
BP Legend model.
Ooh. What's that?
Ah, the Gmod, nice.
That's pretty cool.
Neat.
Someone poured a racetrack there and then try it.
I assume those are probably made from the ground up.
Looks like it. If they are, they're really well done.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, they even got the spin
Wow.
attack? That's neat. That's actually pretty neat.
Okay. Interesting.
I mean, it would lend itself to the...
Okay, that's interesting.
It would lend itself really nice to source mod FMV stuff for...
Deck building racer deck. All right.
All right, I'm venturing into things that.
We're going down the rabbit hole.
Yeah. All right, let's move on to February.
This is just reminding me I need to send Yazo e-card stuff because he does not see it at all.
February is when I got a lot of my really good fast on video and all my nothing earth shattering, but like going from top 6 top 40 to for some of
two max speed world records for GX.
Yeah, I didn't know FIFA had one. That's pretty cool.
Oh, and damn,
Well, FIFA's got quite a few.
looks like Rusty Cucumber cracked the top 50 too.
Nice.
Hey. And this without side attacks too, which is always pretty neat to see.
Yeah, he's a definitely old school type player. AX location.
Oh yeah, an update for the AX location map, because, I updated it when I went to Wonderland and found that it wasn't there anymore.
That's unfortunate.
R.I.P.
Let's see how many are around. I'm kind of curious.
I really
well,
hope...
we've had the Russian Renaissance AX machine.
Really poor timing with that.
Wow.
But
I really hope that one is still there in Chicago, because I'm going there next week, and
Galloping Ghost.
There is
Yeah.
not many
It
in
should
America.
Galloping Ghost very into preservation. They definitely know the history of the machine.
I looked at their website, and it listed it there with all their other games, so I assume it's still there.
Yeah, it should be.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you guys can bet your butts that I'll be getting picks.
Heck,
yeah, it'd be always nice to verify it's there.
more Zewing, more Edward, and even MKDS. It's always
FLX was
great
also
when
doing GP Legend.
MKDS gets some. Of the three major SNES players of Edward, MKDS, Zewing, he definitely has, in terms of Stingray records, he has the least. But in terms of everything else, he is because he has almost all of the spreadsheet, and he's phenomenal.
Yeah, he puts out records like every week without stopping.
He loves the game to a point where
It's
his biggest opponent for most of the machines is me. Sparky sometimes takes some of the spreadsheet stuff. Like I've still had Meat City 1 Blue Falcon for a bit, but he is phenomenal. And then
that jump is nuts.
That jump is pretty nuts. Yeah, that's the big thing with Town. Is that jump, and then you have the magnet straightaways that pull you to
I
the
hate
side.
those magnet walls.
This track is very fun to run. A lot of tight turns, and you will hit the guardrails. Like you will not bump into them because you can ride them, but you will lose speed and energy unless you're boosting. You will be hitting them quite a bit, but if you're boosting, and then this one is pretty big. in my
Oh yeah,
opinion.
Sand Ocean is a big one.
Yeah.
Like a sub 60.
I believe his time was 26.62 before this, which even though 26.59 is not a massive improvement just by looking at it, you have to remember how simple the game is and how optimized it already is to just completely skip 61 and 60.
Yeah, that's like multiple frames, which in this game is huge. Like cutting off one frame is big, multiple in one run. It's like a big deal.
He even kind of
Are you still there?
VP Legend Zero.
Okay.
Can we watch that first one? Actually, I didn't see that.
Which one?
By
FLX?
Felix Zero. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Felix.
Play more GP.
I did not know that he beat his time on it.
yeah. FLX just came back out of nowhere.
That's cool.
Honestly, Zero Test is really good stuff. Even the SARB, like, it's because it's non-meta vehicles, so it's not like Twin Narita or Night Thunder, Bloodhawk. You essentially rely on SARB, so you're going to be parallel to the wall, you're going to be side attacking all over the place.
That's interesting.
It really, really relies on corners as well.
So it's like, is that a really hard strat? It's only 5 seconds long. So like,
Right.
A lot can go wrong in 5 seconds. I think
It's-
any F-Zero player can say that. Casual.
It's honestly the mashing, because FLX also uses, I believe, he double taps the shoulder for every side attack. So,
is that how you activate side attacks in that game?
you can set it, you can bind it to anything, but most players will do it on double tap, just because there's no other better place for it.
Wouldn't a single button press be the best?
Well, but how are you going to boost?
Set that to a trigger?
Not really, because
I think doesn't GP Legend allow you to remap the buttons?
Right, but there's
It
also
does.
limitations to it.
Yeah, that's true.
The only ideal one, if you were to have, like, say, side attacks on B, is you would have to use probably up to boost.
Yeah,
And that's
that
what
would
an MV
be kind of
style.
annoying. I've played a lot more of Climax than I have GP Legend, so I'm not really familiar with it as much.
For somebody who listens to a lot of Eurobeat, watching all this drifting is insanely satisfying to me. I've had to say that.
You know, I've got to
You guys hear that?
give that a listen. What?
Someone's setting off fireworks somewhere. I have no idea what for.
Oh, I get a lot of those around here, but I don't think I've heard any tonight.
Yeah, no, if you guys hear something on my end, it's probably just the inexplicable fireworks.
Another TBK record. I think he's actually one record shy of having a full sweep of all fast laps, if memory serves right. And I think it's like Pond 3 is what he's missing.
I'm surprised how good the video quality is. Like, you can
Yeah,
see
like,
the camera.
wow.
You can see the game
mean,
really
hey,
well.
You can get really
yeah,
good cameras now.
It's a 4K camera, it seems. So it's literally like better than a capture card. Alright, Thunder Road max speed world record by FIFA.
Oh, Thunder Road is one of my favorite tracks in GX.
Yeah, it's definitely a fan favorite.
Yeah, Thunder Road record is really, really fun to look at. Especially since he found that you can do the snaking jump in max speed, and if memory serves right, he gets it in this run.
Oh yeah, I think so, yeah. I think he gets lap 2, but not lap 3. If I recall correctly.
I think so, yeah. Sucks that I didn't get the sub 220 though.
And I find it really interesting how he gets the MTS and the shift boosts. It's because he like does like a real tiny MTS, like just enough to get it. Like right there.
Oh, yeah, and then the super shift boost.
Yeah.
Yeah, holy crap. That is nuts. I need to
Hey,
learn
wait
how
till
to quick turn. You know, if I'm ever gonna
There's
beat 9 on very hard, I'm
It's
gonna
so
need to
hard
learn how to do that.
It's so hard to react to the shift boost like that. But if you can manage to react and like actually take the turn, you can preserve like ridiculous amounts of speed.
Yeah, after plenty of hours, you eventually get used to it, and you've seen it all. So hopefully, you've seen it more than once.
F-Zero is one of those games where I feel like I've seen it all, and then something else nutty happens, and I'm like, oh, never mind.
I mean, we all saw what happened yesterday. Like, I thought I'd seen all of Intersection, and then out of the blue, 3 seconds worth of time saved. Where did that come from? But then
I'm
it just
talking more
doesn't
about
support
crazy
it.
things that have happened with the physics in this game. Because I remember it was master difficulty. I was using Crazy Bear, and I was playing Ruby Cup because I've beat like every cup on master. Because yeah, and like right as I crossed the finish on Loop Cross, somehow like I had to suicide finish because like that's just how freaking close it was. And like right as I crossed the finish, I just like the Crazy Bear just like dropped right through the ground like it wasn't there. It was so weird. Like I still finished, but oh my god, I wish I'd saved the replay. I'm kicking myself for not doing that because it just looks so weird.
I mean, I could probably point to where it is, because that's... You're talking to the expert with that course right now.
So yeah, the big elephant in the room is last night when someone claimed to have beaten this world record, but it's obviously fraudulent.
Yeah, this
Beating
track
that
is
reasoning though was so
yeah,
funny.
you have to beat this track legit. Like you can't like not do it legit.
I think it's still a case of guilty until proven innocent, but
yeah,
if it proves innocent, that's a crazy time cut.
I think I'd put like northward of like I don't know exactly, but it's like 30 to 50 hours of time on this, and I'm still trying to get a sub 2.
Yeah, if Brave can't get that shift boost, and I'm sure Brave has gotten it in the past, and it's probably just not RTA viable to do.
Yeah, the nutty part is there's actually plenty of time left to be saved, because I noticed there's probably like 2 or 3 different shift boost areas that you can get on this track that he doesn't get. Because like right when you get into the intersection, there's a shift boost there.
Oh yeah.
And then
yeah,
like
when you're coming out.
Yes, and then when you're coming into the tunnel for the first time, like if you cross those dotted lines, those 2 dotted lines, you can get it. I saw a video on it, but
I think I know what you're talking about too. That's
Yeah.
like old boy videos right there.
yeah, and
It's probably just like ridiculously precise.
yeah, so we haven't really seen like as far as I know, like I think every track there's still somewhat of an improvement to be made.
Oh yeah, there's
some a lot more than others, but
there's no way
Intersection is one of those.
Yeah, you can't really max out like GX records. You can always go slightly better.
Yeah, you always think you've hit the max, and then it's like even in passing, CGN just out of nowhere finds base flying with shaking, like frame perfect snaking, and you can snake out frame perfectly in a straight line and fly.
F-Zero D.
I actually listened to the soundtrack in the other day. It's a hard banger, man. Hard banger.
Indeed.
Yeah, it was by Remix Rave, I believe, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Who better to do it than Remix Rave, honestly? Especially after all those really good X style remixes and the Climax style remixes, and
This game,
those
The amount of essays I've cranked out to the F-Zero Climax remix.
Oh yeah,
Immaculate.
that OST bangs pretty hard.
All of F-Zero bangs pretty hard, honestly, the music.
Yeah, that's true.
True. This is like watching this game is like it feels like a GXD make.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking the whole time. I was like, this is like a simpler version of GX.
This is basically chapter 6.
I thought it was chapter 5, but okay. Well, chapter 4, but
I would love to run this.
Oh yeah, I can see how it's like 6 because I was also thinking 4 at first.
Wait, 6 is the one
Well-
with the bomb attached to you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I guess they're kind of similar.
Yeah,
It
because
has
you're
very
the-
hard
it has
to play,
the-
but
it has the-
it was so
the-
funny.
It has the skybox for track.
But yeah, I think that where
We have Red
chapters
Canyon.
take place is probably like one of the coolest
Yeah, it's
looking
like the same-
venues.
Yeah, it's like pretty much the same place. It's like in around Lightning, from the looks of it.
Yeah. It's got a few
Must be.
Port Town elements in it too, I noticed.
Yeah, 6 definitely has like some like bits of Port Town taken out of it.
I noticed that while going through hundreds of frames of that level.
We got Red.
Big Blue.
Oh, there's
Big
Big
Blue.
Blue. It looks like Drift Highway. Oh my god, I hate that course so much. The AI cheats so bad there. You're telling me they can hit several hairpin turns without losing any speed? Like, that's BS.
This actually is.
Yeah, it's
yeah, the AI in GX is probably one of the most competent AI I've probably ever seen in a game.
No, it straight up cheats.
wow.
Oh my
this
god,
is
don't
really
even get me
cheap.
started on.
In terms
Chapter
of
17,
like
Is this
Fair.
spiral?
but hard difficulty.
I think I
This looks like 6. No.
can't remember which one this was, but it's a venue that wasn't in GX, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Does
Oh
not-
yeah, probably. It might be because there's new unique venues as well, like not in F-Zero. I think like Hydro Works or something like that.
Oh, right.
I think it's called.
This definitely isn't an F-Zero thing. Unless
Doom.
maybe it's supposed to be. No, it couldn't possibly be 8.
Or for all we know, it could be Forest or Metal Fort, like those really,
Oh, yeah, from-
really lost media type things for F-Zero. Which I'm still on the hunt for.
Yeah,
And
isn't
Metal
there like a-
Fortress State.
Listen,
Yeah, I wanted to ask
probably
you now that
looks
you
so
brought it
good.
up. How's that been going? Your F-Zero Media.
Oh man, I keep my eye out for all kinds of listings.
Yeah,
I just
isn't there still like
can't
$1,000 bounty on that or
Whoa.
something?
For
Yeah,
Oh my god.
for the lost BSF Zero courses.
Oh yeah, those. From 1 or 2?
1. Oh, was it 2?
I think it's 2. I don't know.
I just always remember it being BS F-Zero Grand Prix 2. So I always thought it was 1 that was.
I'm pretty sure there's 2 of them.
There are 2, but I don't remember which one is.
I think 2 only had like 1 playable track, I believe.
No, BSF 02 had a full league, so it had.
So maybe
like,
it is 1 that I'm thinking of.
Wow, look at how the camera moves in this one.
This one is very.
And yeah, this venue is amazing. What the heck?
You know, it's really just. I went to check the F-Zero SNES channel and F-Zero Nexus. Look at the spreadsheet just to see which Satellaview game is the one that's missing. And around the time where we started to talk about MKDS and like his world record, he posted a new one. Red
Wow.
Canyon 1 with Wild Goose.
Huh.
Crazy.
Perfect timing.
BS F-Zero Grand Prix 2. So I really wanna say it's first one that.
I assume those ones are done through emulation though, so it's not just Climax, I guess.
I actually think it's Flashcart.
Oh yeah.
I know
well,
Zewing runs it on Flash.
I'll say one
And
thing.
so,
I
yeah.
actually own the cart, so
wouldn't
I
that
think I'm
technically
probably
count
one
as
of the
emulation
only-
though, if it was on a flash cart? I don't know.
No, it's on console.
It's a thing just for that one.
Yeah, that's
Flash
true. I
cards are
guess.
generally legal though.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
it's
true,
still
that's why I
console
believe
hardware.
Magic
It's
Kit
not
anyways.
emulation. It's like it's actual hardware.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wanted to
It-
load it into my mod list on my SNES Classic, but
Yeah, I guess
no.
Yeah,
it's
it
just this
doesn't
weird gray area.
Yeah, trust me, I've tried that too. So it really doesn't work, unfortunately.
Yeah. Oh.
Like the closest you could do is F-Zero Final, but that really doesn't count.
Yeah. So I'll probably just emulate it just to play it out. Whoa.
Yeah, this is a graph by AKC12 that shows the
Battlestream has been active since 2007?
Yeah,
Holy crap!
Never knew that.
yeah, he's been around a long time.
This has been around for like since 2006, because pretty sure that's when he had, I think, Eraple's Screwdrive. Like,
I knew they were both good, but damn,
Yeah, it was quite the stretch.
they're
there.
literally right on top of each other.
Yeah, they're neck and neck for a long time.
But
I think this would be awesome to cover in like a video.
Yeah, I've seen videos like that and they're cool.
Yeah, if I ever get the chance, I'd said a while back that
and I think this is around the time when CGN appears. This is when I was first trying to get into 7.
wow.
Yeah, and the rest is history.
Then
Battlestream
he-
is still improving to this day.
Didn't he have all snaking world records at one point?
I think he has all of them except for like 1 or 2 right now.
Yeah, 'cause then
missing
I
a couple fast laps.
yeah, I think he had almost all of them, and then Gator Drac out of nowhere and got a few fast laps.
I think
Well, it didn't come out of nowhere.
I
But
think it was Manx or whatever.
Yeah, because I don't know, like I keep mind of all world records in most games, and I'd never seen Gator Drac hold a record ever.
yeah, then it was man. I confused the two.
Because I know there's one he definitely doesn't hold, which is the Loop Cross Fast Lap.
Yeah, that was the one I was thinking of. So yeah, I just confused it. My bad.
But that was after Battlestream just casually gets it without a suicide. I think on lap 2, no less. So
This was when March was when X released Switch.
Oh yeah, on Switch.
And you could tell because it has 5 players compared to 0.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and I remember my Twitter timeline was just like full of clips of people playing F-Zero for like the first time, and it made me so happy.
Yeah, I mean the release was kind of a disaster though. It was almost as bad as the Wii U release.
Oh, it's not very good emulation.
Yeah, there's a decent amount of input delay and there's like frame drops for some reason.
Oh,
Yeah.
that sucks.
And it's really, it does. What sucks even more is that they really did try to more so than.
They did one thing they did have was a cool trailer.
Yeah, they had the trailer,
Yeah,
and then
that
they
was really
showcased
cool.
the multiplayer, which, yeah, 294,000.
Nintendo did good on this trailer, but that's about it.
If only they did good on the actual release. Yeah,
Yeah.
see, like they highlighted the multiplayer. It was cool. Man, if only they made a new game.
Yeah.
I bet you
Come
that's
on, guys. It
the
ain't that
top
hard.
3 comments are, "Wow, I can't wait to see like a new game on this."
they can just re-release like any of the games and just slap some HD textures on it, and we'll be happy.
Yeah, like they could literally do that with GX. And,
Yeah.
oh my god, that would be like the best thing. Well, that'd be kind of high bar because GX already looks really good for a GameCube game as is.
Oh yeah. If they messed with it too much, they would probably just ruin it.
Yeah, so
Now,
maybe not GX, maybe X could definitely get a re-release, and maybe add like the expansion kit stuff as well.
Yeah, dude, if they included expansion kit content, that would have been so.
Yeah,
nice.
they really should have done that. Finally given it an overseas release. Even if it wasn't that great, it'd still be something.
One thing that did happen, Yo Schiller, actually he came into the server. He's a good YouTuber. He came to the server and asked if anyone wanted to play some X Online to kind of just like show it off. And me and Valissa got to video, and so as broken as the game is, I will say doing the multiplayer was at least.
Oh, I would have done that if I had Switch Online at the time.
Yeah.
Looks like
It was funny because it was like Val doing cool tech and Yo Schiller just being kind of amazed, and I'm just like, yeah, that's.
She's
From the
like,
X project.
it's no big deal. She does it all the time.
I like the 15 seconds of epic music.
Yeah, I was digging that.
Oh yeah, epic music over the most painful course in the game. You guys will never understand the problem with blast tapping in that.
Oh wow, Edward.
You have to blast tap every turn.
2 5-lap records.
Tried. I remember actually. I tried. So yep. How it is, right, for Super Nintendo. People that don't running it on original hardware sucks because you can only, as I said earlier, play 8 of the tracks. Or you have to play 8 of the tracks through Grand Prix mode. So it's so much easier running it on like Switch or Super Nintendo Classic, whatever, to get the save.
Oh yeah, the save states and all that.
Yeah. So if you mess up here,
yeah, you're screwed.
but I do believe that this is being ran on a Super NT, which does have save state.
Actually,
like
correction. It's not a Super NT. If you actually look to the right of this TV, there is a really weird cartridge sticking out. That's a game saver. And if you look in the back of it, that's actually the Super Nintendo cartridge.
Oh, I see it now.
Yeah, I know. I think he's gonna show it off at the end.
Yeah, but that's how you get save states on console, like outside of a flash card.
Yeah, I remember there was I don't want to say a debate because it was more like a unanimous decision. But back when Edward first came back, September, he like brought it up and just like everybody agreed with him. Like, oh yeah, that's.
Like, I thought people had already been using NTs. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm pretty sure MKDS uses an NT.
I didn't know that was a thing.
He uses SNES Classic for his runs right now. He uses the Nintendo Switch for when he sets anything with other machines. And I believe for VS F-Zero Grand Prix 2, I believe he does. So yeah, look.
Wow, I have never seen contraption like that. Then again, I play SNES on my Wii, so I wouldn't know.
Is there save states in that one, or?
Nope.
I don't think it does save states.
So that's the one version Zero that I have. Super Nintendo that I've never played.
Oh wow,
I don't think Virtual Console X has save states either. Not like I've ever really tried.
I think you can set one, or you can set multiple, can't you? For
I'm not sure. I've never really tried doing it.
Oh yeah,
for Switch, yes.
For Switch Online, you have 4 slots.
For Switch and Super Nintendo Classic have 4 slots.
Yeah, no,
Wii
I
U
thought
and
you guys were
3DS
talking about Wii,
one.
so I was like, what?
Oh yeah.
Ooh boy, a normal mode, chapter 1 for GX.
Yeah, you
This
don't,
one
you don't
takes
see these.
really good skill to beat CGN, because, I mean, chapter 1 is all about the good driving.
I found it to be like almost entirely muscle memory. Like once I got the movement down, like I pretty much had it. Just how I managed to somehow beat very hard in like just a bit over an hour.
It's kind of like a skill check. You just for quick turning is you just have to know how to quick turn, and you have to know a basic route, and you just got to execute
Yeah, that's
it.
what I did. I followed a route.
It's
and
a
just kind of
skill check.
Yeah, that was really nice.
Nice.
now do that on very hard. That'd be even more impressive.
I bet
At least
the
it's not-
strat probably changes a pretty good
Yeah,
amount.
because the placement of the things is a bit different.
Yep.
At least it's not hard where you're MTSing in it.
Yeah,
Thank
true.
you, Anakin After Dawn, for doing that.
Ooh.
I found chapter 5 was also a lot of muscle memory. But that one took me way longer than 1, somehow. Five took me about 4 hours, which was kind of a stupid amount of time just to unlock Call of McDolphin.
I mean, I still remember the stories of, like, that old ESA events, Negleria putting up, like, an offer for beat Chapter 5 very hard and you'll get chicken nuggets or something like that. I can't remember.
Wait, what?
Like, there's
4
just
hours,
a setup with
man.
GX.
That's a good way to get people to try the game, honestly. Because like Chapter 5 is a chapter that some people could realistically, beat it. Just learning how to play the game. Like, if you just teach them the basic steering and boost controls.
Yeah, but it depends on the difficulty level.
True. Yeah. Because it's
Very hard.
It's pretty tight.
Now, I beat 6 very hard in like all of 20 minutes because it was just. Because that one's just ridiculously easy as is.
That one's
Chapter
more,
6 is like.
more boring than anything.
Yeah, it was. It was not a very
It's,
exciting 20 minutes.
Yeah, it's definitely stamina based.
Chapter
Where
6 is
where
just
I
an
never
auto
had the
scroller,
most
is all
trouble
it
with
is.
Speaking of Chapter 6, we can check out the tasks I did for it.
I think I saw that.
Incredibly unoptimized.
Oh, I saw someone do that. I don't know if it was yours, but might have been.
I think the only other tasks of the been
There are no other tasks for Chapter 6.
Yeah, for some reason, CGN didn't feel like doing one for this chapter.
really.
He
Probably
did-
because it's
he
long
did-
as crud.
He did pretty much all the other ones, if not all the other ones.
Even he was.
Kind of sucks,
I
though,
love
'cause
I love how much
imagine-
it bounces around.
Yeah, it's like everywhere.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, it
weird.
was
It
not
didn't.
very exciting 20 minutes for me.
It didn't work exactly how I thought it would. It like the whole shaking thing, which is basically snaking back and forth every frame. Because sometimes MT still comes into play, and sometimes you want to do bigger strides just to like build up speed better. So it's not as brain dead easy as I thought.
Actually, playing it is probably easier than tazzing it.
Honestly, you could try and do it like how Jag does, just slow-mo.
Yeah.
About, like, I think 13% speed, I think is what he usually plays at for, like, his X tasks. I think that's how fast he does, because, I mean, that probably works better for X, though.
Someone could definitely, get good at playing the game that way. Because, I mean, you have so much time. Nothing is to reaction anymore. You're just, you have to know exactly what to press and when to press it, frame by frame.
I think
then
for
it all
this, I just
depends.
set acceleration really high and left it at that.
Any of these GBA ones you guys want to check out?
I've never seen them, so it's a
I think 4 is my favorite story chapter, though, just because it's basically Death Race.
I got a charger there. Dead.
Mine does that. I never charge it, so.
Oh, it seems MIDI Man used slow motion instead of frame advance for his task runs. So yeah, maybe that is a better option. I'm still...
Yeah, I know nothing about Taz, sadly.
Actually, yeah, it probably works better for 3D games because 2D is kind of like it's a solved situation where you just alternate inputs every other frame and just use a Lewis script. The 3D has you have to worry about the 3D space.
Yeah, and the physics are way, way different.
Yeah. I only know about the Lewis script because I remember watching Memory Task do tassing back in the day. I wish it would come back and finish the last 2 MV leagues. That would be so cool.
Yeah, I wonder who did that.
Oh, that 107. Is that 107 from JKT? Did any of you guys know the lore behind that?
No.
So what that
Even though
is
I'm
it's a
a
Lego
lore person.
turbo controller. I'm not even kidding.
How would that even work?
I don't know, ask Miniman. He would know better.
Wow, I can't... Zeroken is climbing that X ladder at a crazy pace.
Yep.
I could see them setting some really good GX times as well.
Yeah,
Where-
definitely a rising star.
Mm-hmm.
Where I went a wall
Ooh.
to 2.5.
Valiant Edge, 14th in snaking. Hylas in 9th.
Damn.
Hmm.
Oh, oops. What the heck did I just do?
Even MV getting Zentax.
There we go.
It's pretty nice, especially because signups are still down. We're limited to just the people that already had an account. There are still people playing.
So yeah, not many world records. There wasn't a whole lot going on this month. In April.
Oh yeah, April seemed kind of boring.
There was the Ted Bear apps. This was something I remember Pfizer tried to do for like a while, which was get the Deathwind 1 record.
Oh, yeah, the 83. So this one's a big one because I think Edward had like, what, 16 or 17 matching frame runs before he got this one. Where it's like either an 84 or an 85. Because SNES has oscillating frame count. And this one justifies a big pop-off, like you get to see the back of the head.
The one frame.
Edward.
The one
What
frame,
one frame
pop
does
off.
to an MF.
Oh, that's a 1 frame improvement.
Yep.
That's like the kind of reaction I get when I beat story very hard. Jeez.
Oh yeah, I popped off hard when I beat chapter 5 for the first time. Like many
Oh,
years
you guys
ago.
should have seen how hard I popped off when I beat 7 on hard. Like, just on hard. Oh my god. It was all that stood between me and Magic Seagull, and it took me like 3 days of attempting it.
I like how he gives us a tour of the
My
setup
my
each
best.
time.
I wish I recorded it, but like my mic was muted, even though I used Shadow Play. But
It's a rad setup.
when I had got back my when I got back the one fast lap with Blue Falcon, DS, I remember being like, yeah. I like did a hungry box pop.
You guys should have seen how hard I raged at that too. Whenever I failed.
Oh, here we go. The only Mute City 1 world record we're gonna see in our lifetimes. No one's beating Legend. Not until Edward really starts going for like 100 hours plus.
Isn't
Like
yeah?
almost old school Siglemic type stuff. Because
So
I'm pretty sure there's like, what, 15 years plus that Legend has held the record?
Wow.
yeah.
I'm
Here and
pretty sure.
the best part is right. I apparently can't check internet. Dead, though I'm still here. So I guess I'm on borrowed. But if I remember correctly, there's like for Mute City 1, pull it up. But the big things, right, is the sub 2 minutes. So you have 29 people that are below 1 minute 59 seconds. And then you have like around 30 people below 2 minutes. And then you have one person below 1 minute 58 seconds, and that's Legend. He is the only 157 ever. Really, really wild.
Oh, is this when we figured out how to do all cups?
Oh yes, GX really needs an all cup tour, like
Yeah, the
Double
Alpha
Dash does.
Tour.
That would be the best thing ever.
I mean, you have it now. There's a cheat
Is
code
this
for that. Like,
a run through every track in the game?
yeah, like Lawn Meow really just came back and did that.
Yeah, she's amazing.
Is it in order, or is it like...
Yeah,
Oh,
is
yeah,
it
it's in order.
randomized like in Double Dash? I wonder.
It's probably in order,
It's
I
not.
imagine.
Because if
It
it was
literally
randomized
just
like Double Dash,
removed-
that'd be awesome.
That'd be really cool. Like it begins with Twist Road and Spiral.
Yeah,
I think
or maybe
pretty sure
end
what
with
the
Phantom
code
Road because
just
that's kind of
does-
like Rainbow Road.
Second track is Cosmo Terminal. Give up.
All right,
Yeah, or
see.
no, second track is Half Pipe. I hate that one.
Yeah, it just goes right into the next cup.
I mean, if you were to randomize the cup order, you would have like a CVS receipt length of code. You would have to input.
That's true.
Oh wow, does he go through the story story tracks too?
Oh no, I think it crashes on chapter 3 actually, because it like overloads because the
Oh, yeah.
point count is
Here.
like it really screws with it and then it just crashes.
That's probably why there's not a whole lot of AI in that chapter. I literally
Oh no,
only... No, go
that's
on.
way better
Sorry.
than you'd think. Like, if memory serves right, they all have AI for chapter 3.
Check out how many lives he has.
Oh my god.
I didn't know that went into double digits.
I'm sure it goes up to 99, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Oh my god! I just realized that doing the story mode tracks.
Yeah, oh,
Wait, restore is on?
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. There's restore on as well because there's a restore code for GP.
Oh right.
I would love
The
to
AI
know
is
how many, like, if you were to do this, how long would it take before the lives counter crashes the game due to like a floating point oversight or something like that?
I feel like it would probably roll over back to 0.
Maybe.
I think that's the most likely thing that would happen.
Because you're definitely not supposed to have 54 lives in a GP Cup.
Pretty
Yeah,
wild.
No award ceremony today, but that's fine.
And it crashes.
That's too
Alright,
bad.
so I do have to leave in 5 minutes. Reset the internet
Okay. Well,
because apparently my internet is down. But if you don't mind, I would like to explain, tell a very quick story.
like
Okay.
when you come back.
right now because I don't know if I will be.
Okay.
I don't. Yeah, my mic keeps cutting in and out, so I don't know if you guys heard what.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've noticed that.
That's
So,
fine.
yeah, sadly. So basically, my birthday was in May, and one of my friends is a fellow speedrunner. Tag is Nibirius, and I got him a Shin Megami Tensei Super Famicom Christmas, and he loved it. And was telling me, dude, I'm gonna one up you on your birthday. Laughing about it, and on my birthday, he gives me a giant box, and I open it, and it's the original release of F-Zero for the Super Famicom, still in the shrink wrap. In fact,
Wow.
and I was like, Christ, dude, so much. I was freaking out a little bit, but the box was massive. So it's like, why'd you put this all in one like big box? He told me he bought the game, and then he realized I had nothing to play it on. So he also went ahead and got me an entire Super Famicom to go with
Oh my
it.
god.
I am sending a picture right now through my, and I understandably like freaked out. I was like, dude, how?
Wow. How does
Why?
one tell a birthday gift?
Yeah, no, it was awesome. The real fun began when I got home. A little kid. I'm putting it in the voice chat. Should
Yeah,
yeah.
that's fine.
should be there now. Yeah. So
Oh wow.
it was
I must say
wild.
the Super Famicom part's probably unnecessary since you can easily region mod the
Yeah.
original Super Nintendo by just getting some pliers.
Thankfully, I did have a out of the box cartridge that I got at a convention. And when I got home, I plugged it in and I tried to play it, and it didn't work. It didn't want to connect to the TV. So
That sucks.
I called my dad over because he's also like a retro gamer, and we spent about like 7 hours.
Oh my god.
Trying to repair it. We took apart the Famicom, like everything.
Oh my god.
And then I realized, what if the cable is just broken? So I went and I got another Super Nintendo cable from our garage, and I plugged it in, and it instantly worked. So we spent
Wow.
6 hours. We spent 6 hours for nothing.
Wow.
6 hours
but
on
I-
a cable.
Basically, he was like, "No, you gotta open it up. You gotta put WD-40," and I'm like, "No, why would we do that? What if it breaks?" And he's like, "No," and I just realized, what if I just switch the cable and I plug it into another TV, and it worked, and it was great. So shout out to Nibirius for that gift.
That's pretty
And-
nuts.
Yeah, that is
And,
that is a
I-
great gift.
In my Sand Ocean Fast Lap that I did a few days ago, I actually included the little F-Zero Super Famicom box right by the TV. I like on my setup
Nice.
right there. So massive props to
Oh yeah, I see it.
that right there.
That's epic.
But regarding
Oh,
this
right next
run,
to it.
it's nothing special.
I like how I like the skin on your GameCube too.
Thank
yeah,
you.
it's cool.
Oh, I see that melee skin.
Yeah, I remember
Yep.
seeing that like back in the day.
My brother put that on, and I have no clue how long ago that was. But that is our first GameCube.
Wow.
Still works and
Still works.
everything.
Yep, still works and everything. I bring it to tournaments sometimes for Melee.
And then again,
But,
I've had my Wii since I was 10, and it's still kicking.
I'm always worried my GameCube's gonna break. But Wii's like I think I could drop my Wii off like the roof and it'd be fine.
Oh yeah, those things are tough as nails.
So I think this is when Mr. World Record got the invitation to GDQ.
Yep.
That is in
really
like
wish I could go
2
to one of
weeks
those
right
events.
now.
It's going to be the first in-person event in years, I believe.
Yeah,
Won't be in person though. I'll say that much.
Like
Yeah.
half in person, half yeah.
Oh, I
That's
really
a
wish I could.
make-
I
good
can't. I
afford to go.
cannot wait. Thank you guys for letting me be on. I don't know if I'll be able to return. Don't know how long it's gonna take. For what I have to go do. Internet rebooting. I don't understand why I'm the only one in the house still on, but I'm very glad I am. It was a pleasure talking to all of you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, you too, man. Thanks.
See you guys later.
See you.
Alright, see you later.
Later.
Mhm.
Got a leaderboard question from AKC. about, would you be interested in doing GX time attack runs if screenshots were accepted as proof? Let's see.
Oh yeah, here we go for the month of May. And then this month also, I think in this update shows the teaser for the new F-Zero Central site.
Oh, really?
So
That's awesome.
yeah, if we definitely want to take a look at that.
Oh yeah, I totally forgot about that.
F-Zero
Somehow.
Central X. I'm actually super excited for that.
Like you can look at it right there. There's a link. Click here. Nice.
Wow, it looks nice.
That's pretty
cool. Very
You
reminiscent.
should see how the ladders look. They're very much different and kind of interesting. Like rankings and the charts. Charts are, I think, for the individual courses.
Wait,
Like the
so
rankings are overall.
the ladders are already on here?
I think in like their latest as of a couple, it was a little while ago, I think. Like they're not functional yet, to my knowledge.
Oh, and
Like this
this,
is just a demo.
filters is going to be a feature. I see.
Yeah.
Seems like only a few
think-
are functional too, because some of them are grayed out.
Yeah.
Is this SRPR?
Maybe in a later
or
demo.
SRPR or total time?
I don't know.
It looks like total time. Wait, no, it's not. It's SRPR.
No, I think it's average finish.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, it's got a lot of unique and interesting functionality now. So
Yeah, definitely check
you
that
can
out.
it's even got functional, like you can select to sort by, if you look at the, let me load it up myself.
Yeah, I don't see a sort button.
No, there's not a sort on that, but
Not yet.
on the page there should be. Yeah, let me see. Going off your stream, probably not the best idea.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
kind of just clicking around. Oh, I think I found something. I went to the Twist Road individual course records.
Oh yeah, the individual records. Yeah, there we go. It's if you select the charts, because then you can select by like course time, lap time, and for some reason speed.
Yeah, this is really
Not
cool.
that I know. Oh yeah, and then there's also one that I'm kind of intrigued by is the idea of a side ladder. If you look in GX, there's also a side ladder for story mode open. I don't know how that would work, but
Yeah.
I like the idea of where that's at.
It
Like
would
we could
be
just throw,
sneaking for...
yeah, just throw, like for other games, like you could throw in maximum velocity. You could throw up a page for like using alternate machines on certain courses via patches or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, there's filter
Or-
groups.
Or in
I'd be
GP
curious to see
Legend.
GX the story mode played with stuff other than Blue Falcon. Oh, sorry. Something
Yeah.
stuck in my throat.
Yeah, like Twin Narita on Chapter 5. I know Sanic's done a run of that. It's actually pretty interesting to look at.
I feel like a lot of story would be easier if you weren't restricted to just Blue Falcon.
Oh yeah, it's kind of a
It-
mid-tier machine.
Like if I could use Sonic Phantom, I would have, stuff like 8 very hard beaten so fast.
Mm-hmm.
Either Sonic Phantom or Rainbow Phoenix, because those are like the best ones I use in that game.
Yeah, this just shows so much potential. It would be like Dream Edition would be like adding custom ladders for custom courses for like when
Yeah, when
GX
that's the
gets
thing.
custom courses, and like Climax already has custom courses. X has custom courses. SNES, and then the eventual maybe MV and GP Legend when people can break into those.
They're probably very
I mean,
similar to Climax.
Not really.
Really?
Although I have floated the idea that GP Legend, if we could print custom e-cards with custom courses.
Oh yeah, I totally forgot e-cards are a thing. Kind of want to get my hands on some of those just for like, just to collect them, you know?
I had an e-reader growing up, and I had a good time. I remember there was some like mini games you could swipe to unlock, some like older games.
All I really knew about for the e-reader was the Eon ticket for Pokemon, and that was really it.
Oh wow.
I think the Eon ticket could be done with e-reader. Some kind of event thing.
Right. Yeah. Eon Ticket was e-reader. And that was for like what, Latios and Latios?
Yeah, it's just the opposite versions one.
Right.
Or just whichever one you didn't pick if you were playing Emerald.
Yeah, I think
Are digitized e-readers a thing, or do you actually need the hardware to use it?
I know you can print out custom e-reader cards, and the only reason I know that is because there is an existing e-reader like dot code for a Richard Taro ghost data for like Championship.
That's cool.
I wish I could find the person who made the program to make that, because I would love to get my hands on that. Or get it in the hands of someone who could do something with that.
Yeah, sadly I'm not tech savvy enough for that.
Just like the prospect of having your own replays or like shareable ghosts.
Yeah, or just, you know, like you originally said, just stick a custom track into the game.
Or in this
Jeez,
one's like
I'm
a
gonna-
long shot one is like custom machines.
Oh yeah, that would be a long shot. Don't know why
But I
my
think-
throat's suddenly bugging me.
Probably because you've been talking for hours.
Yeah, make sure to
Jeez, like hours does
make
not
sure to
feel
drink
like
some
it.
water.
Yeah, I got some with me.
2
Clearly not
GX
enough.
world records. Yeah, I can never have enough water.
Oh, another Thunder Road one. Nice.
Cylinder knot. This actually inspired me to do some time attack runs the week that this happened. It's definitely inspiring to see Brave play this game.
I would, yeah, for sure.
Wow, I'm lucky if I can get any of those boosters at all. Somehow I still haven't memorized their placement.
It's kind of absurd how many shift boost placements there are on this track.
Yep.
There's a lot of just gotten like accidentally. I'm like just keep counting them, and it's just
Oh yeah. Like this is like a track that's like a clear example of a track that's never going to be perfectly optimized, like at least not by a human. And probably not by a
definitely
TAS
not.
either.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
someone
might be
needs
flat
to
out
at least,
impossible.
like, someone needs to float the idea of a task at least for like to get it started.
That
'Cause I
was
remember-
so much work. Oh my gosh.
I'm
I
surprised
remember,
there
like,
isn't a test.
Because you have to know the setup for it. You have to know like where it's even possible. Because
Yeah, because you gotta get it all like frame perfect and stuff.
yeah,
Well, no, but in a task, you can just brute force some of them.
but it's still a ton of
Yeah,
trial
you
and
still
error.
gotta set the whole thing up.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's trial and error, but most of it you can just brute force a shift boost wherever you want to an extent.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah, I guess if you messed with it enough.
Like, it's still angle precise and everything, but there are some spots where it's like you could just easily brute force it. Like, right where that NTS is, you could get it maybe like an almost loop cross style downslope shift boost instead and get like a triple or something, I don't know.
Shift boosting is one of those things that I can never get when I'm trying to do it, but I've done it by accident so many times. It's like if I try to do it, I usually end up dying, but then just like I'll do it completely by accident. Then even trying another time. It's like, why?
Battle Strain with this.
Yeah, on that same note, Brave also inspired me to do the intersection one.
Oh yeah, you're getting close to sub 2 on there, aren't you?
Yeah, I actually had a private run, like probably 6 months back, where I like got 2, but it wasn't. It wasn't like sub 2. It was like a 2:03 or something. But I never recorded or anything, so it wasn't.
Yeah, I mean, you're definitely there. You just got to get the run.
Yeah, I feel like it's only a matter of time.
Yep.
It's just whenever I feel like putting time into GX, which, you know.
I mean, I think it's a good game to like play for like 15 to 30 minutes, like every day if you can. Like.
Yeah. I like to get a couple of runs in.
Because some nights you'll just be like playing really inexplicably like godlike for some reason.
Yeah, I do that sometimes.
Yeah.
Especially right after about 3 months of break.
Yeah.
Oh my god, like, I picked up GX, for like the first time since like last summer, just because I knew I was going to be playing AX, so I was like, I gotta be ready for this crud. And yeah, it was like the first time I picked it up since I...
Is there... I would assume there's a tutorial for getting AX on Dolphin?
Nope.
Or is that...
Oh, I'm gonna be playing on the
Impossible.
actual machine. That's gonna be fun.
Yeah, there's no way to run AX on Dolphin.
That sucks.
The only kind of cheatsy way is the cheat code,
Whoa,
but that's
holy
not
crap.
real AX.
That was a really cool suicide.
Yeah, the classic Thunder Road, just blast your face into the wall.
I wonder if they'll ever be incorporated into max speed.
It has been. I'll
Really?
say that.
Oh yeah, Sanic did it in the previous world record.
No, he didn't. Not that one.
Oh, a different one. Yeah.
There was a old Fast Lap by Zeewing with Quickstar.
Oh, interesting.
But then there's also Sanic doing Theory Tassing.
Quickstar on Thunder Road just seems like kind of weird. But I mean, it's
that double jump.
It's
nice.
cool.
Oh, this Forked Road one is actually really cool. It's the first time in a long time that Bloodhawk has had the record.
Oh, and here comes the lag.
What's up, stepdad?
What's good?
Not much.
I heard someone mention AX. I'm like, hold up. I was gonna say you can get AX on Nintendo. You don't get AX on Dolphin. So you need to get the Wii and then soft mod it to get AX to emulate on it.
Yeah. The only problem is finding the ISO.
Yeah, that's a pain in the butt.
That thing feels like vaporware.
Just ask around in the F-Zero Discord, and I'm sure someone could help you
Yeah, someone
out.
probably knows where there's one sitting.
Yeah. Someone might know where it is. Someone in this chat, maybe. Wonder who.
I don't.
Well, all I can say is, if something appears in your DM, I had nothing to do with it.
Oh, here's the story mode world record poster from Artful.
Oh yeah, I've seen these.
This
These are
thing
so
looks
cool.
so cool. I actually want a print of this.
That's honestly, a poster of this would be so cool.
Yeah.
And then also him just look at the bottom picture. The picture with him and
fist
Captain
bump
Falcon is
cap.
just
That's
the
awesome.
coolest thing.
Yeah, that's
Like, no lie, I kind of want to do a commission like this just for other world records.
Yeah, there's not enough.
I don't know.
There needs to be some more F-Zero art because
Yeah.
there's nothing official really.
Well,
Yeah.
there
no.
is F-Zero
It
art.
looks
But there needs to be
official.
more.
Yeah,
There needs to be
you
more of
think
the
it
other
is
stuff. Like,
not good.
like I've only ever seen one art piece of like Quickstar, and that was like when AKC did his speed run. I don't know.
I like how he drew him doing a shift boost.
Yeah.
I like the
Oh
challenge
my
one because that's
God.
literally what happened to me when I did it on very hard. Just Mad Wolf just went flying off course, and that was literally the only reason I got Rolling Turtle so fast. I was like, okay, didn't see that coming, but I'll take it.
Frame
Nope.
rate analysis.
Now, if only something like that could happen in 7. Oh my god. I genuinely dread the day I go to unlock Pink Spider. That might be the end of me.
Here's the NSO release of F-Zero X, which has weird frame drops that the original didn't have.
Oh yeah, that's like a showcase of that right there. That is weird.
That's about as good as you can hope for when it comes to Nintendo Online.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
Oh man, it dipped pretty hard there.
Yeah, it did. It was very chunky there.
Yeah, that
Like,
was noticeable too.
Probably because it's trying to do like the DTD speed, so maybe Nintendo didn't think we were going to do that.
Oh yeah, I just realized this is like good gameplay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder.
I mean, they still get Bloodhawk. They know what they're doing.
Yeah.
I really only got Switch Online so I could play Stardew Valley with one of my friends. That's basically it.
Climax
Yeah.
Japanese trailer.
Oh yeah, the climax trailer.
Yo,
Reminds me, I need to hang up my advertisement I have of climax.
Japan is just too cool.
Yeah.
where do I get one of those Black Bull helmets? I'd record that for runs.
Somebody
love
3D
that.
printed the Captain Falcon helmet, so
That'd be
Hey.
pretty cool.
I was thinking about getting one of those and then putting like a VR headset where like the actual visor
Oh
is.
wow, that would be so cool.
But yeah, so I
Dude,
could like
they
look
totally
into.
could have sold this in the US.
Oh yeah, easily.
Yeah. I didn't even know about this. Like, I played Maximum Velocity, and then, like, years later, I'm like, what? They made it? It's got more of the GX mechanics? And they just... Oh.
Why the anime didn't really fly overseas is beyond me. I mean, it's the only anime I've ever watched start to finish. Was F-Zero.
Is it any good?
yeah,
It's kind of a slow start, but like later on in the series, it gets really, really good. So it's kind of like Star Wars: The Clone Wars, where it's like kind of a rocky start, but if you stick around, it really pays off.
One thing that confused me about it was because I didn't realize that, like, it was, like, non-canon to, like, GX. So, like, because, like, Falcon's Jodie's brother?
Oh, wait.
Yeah,
Not sure if-
he is.
And then, like, then I'm like, I was doing, like, chapter 5, and he's, like, lifting her up in, like, the pose, and I'm like, hold up, Falcon. Chill out, buddy.
Sweet Home Alabama.
The helmet's on a little too tight, buddy. Come on.
So here's probably the most recent news.
Ah, yes. Good old friend, Mr. World Record while getting off Russ.
Wow, that is a really cool color swap of Fat Shark.
Yeah.
Maybe we should watch it in slow motion.
yo, yesterday? That's wild.
Yeah.
I've seen this happen in, like, other games where, like, some dude shows up and, like, every time it's not legit.
Ooh.
And I was like,
Well,
alrighty. Let's see what they've got. On the
so
plus side-
you are playing it in slow mo?
Yeah, this is 75% speed.
Okay.
Should I go half?
Yeah, that double shift boost off that random
Yeah, wow.
spot. That doesn't even make sense.
Yeah, this is definitely not normal human gameplay.
Yeah. I think someone had a
Oh,
run
this
on
is
make
the
this frame advance.
supposedly
This is Muscle
May-
Memory himself.
this may or may not be.
Oh my
Wait, is
gosh,
this
I
one-
just realized
No, it-
we've got our own Todd Rogers situation.
Yeah,
I'm the
we
human
finally-
element.
It was bound to
Yeah.
happen sometime.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
Oh,
I thought
boy,
this
sitting
was-
there, like,
It
he's
still
sitting
just
there, you
feels
got the
kind
Naruto
of
showing you.
feels kind of dirty.
Yeah, this kind of looks like a Taz to me.
What?
Let me.
At least to my untrained eye, it does.
Oops, I just messed up. But yeah, I just want to look at that shift boost setup.
You know what's crazy? The run doesn't look like it's impossible either.
Yeah,
The fact that like you go from a 143 is what makes it really suspect to me.
Mm-hmm. Well, I was thinking, like, from what I understand, he did some tech that, like, the other folks, even the test theory, wasn't using.
Yeah, there's none of that in theory tests either.
Yeah, so, like...
It's actually pretty cool that he found it.
yeah, so it's like, well, we gotta give you credit.
Yeah, if he was just upfront about it, like, it would have been kind of cool.
Well, on the plus side, he had an effect on the community. He contributed some test fear and increased security.
Yeah, definitely got people talking.
That's not the idea you wanted.
You know what's crazy though? This isn't the one thing that surprises me about this run. You should see his 143. He gets 2 off-pipe shift boosts, like exiting the tunnel.
That's nuts.
Like he gets one early on the left, and then another one later on the right.
Yeah,
That's
what
nuts.
feels more suspect.
I would just end up slamming into a tree if I tried to do that.
Yeah, I mean, I know you want to give him like all the benefit of the doubt, but like, I feel like it's like pretty much impossible for this to be legit.
Yeah, like as much as I would love this to be a real thing, there's too many red flags.
Wow, he has a 141 with Fat Shark. Wow,
yeah, this one
he
also
claims it as the non-custom world record.
Yeah, but have we verified that? Is the thing.
Yeah, we should probably tell him to take that off.
We should come into his house and just remove the W and R keys from his keyboard. Like, no, no more.
But wait, what if you broke the game by using keyboard though? Because how many people have actually ran with keyboard? Like
that would be like borderline
probably
impossible.
not a single person. Probably not a single person.
It's possible. Like some people get insanely good at melee on keyboard.
I guess, but this is a totally different game.
Yeah.
I used to play a lot of fighting games with keyboard.
It'd be like playing with D-pad. The only thing you wouldn't have is the analog strafe, really.
Yeah, that would make it a pain in the butt.
Yeah.
Actually, that's probably that's what's suspect. I remember now. There's no analog in this strafe. It looks way too digital. If that makes any sense.
Like, did you read Brave's response to the GPI run?
A little bit, yeah. I wish I could see the Japanese.
I need a new muscle memory mastery.
Yeah. That was the funniest thing to me. He's like, "Oh, it's muscle memory." I'm like I can play piano and I can play songs on muscle memory.
That's the same thing that fake blind speedrunner did, or a blindfolded SM64 runner.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I heard about that.
He could obviously see because he wasn't doing any like blindfolded strats or setups.
Yeah.
It's just muscle memory.
Come on, man.
I mean, if you think about it, you could do a blindfolded GX run if you had enough muscle memory.
Insane.
Yeah.
Yeah, the muscle memory that would be nuts.
I'm gonna be doing Trident in View 1, and that's kind of that's basically blind. You're seeing 2 yards in front, probably off the level in 2 minutes.
Jeez, yeah, this is definitely weird. Oh yeah,
and then
Trident.
Not a lot of videos either.
There's especially one more. Port Town Aerodive. He just has a 151, and the only reason it's a 151 is because he gets the super suicide.
Oh, kind of like the insane one on Thunder Road.
Why would you try to claim that you've been playing this game for years, and then, like, the first things you do coming back are a super suicide that only 2, maybe 3 other people have ever done?
Yeah.
Like, dude, you're not fooling anyone with that.
Also, like, this is just my opinion, and I am nowhere near good enough, but the amount of course memorization you need to be to maintain yourself at this speed,
Oh,
you couldn't
yeah.
be doing videos this quick. Like, it doesn't
Nah.
make sense to me. Like, no matter how good you are, you need to know enough about these courses to be able to take advantage of the slight shift boost.
Yeah, like I'm a casual player, and I still feel like there's a lot of memorization to play on the higher
Yeah.
difficulties.
Yeah, like, I'm
Yeah,
fighting
that-
myself.
Oh,
to
there's
do it.
That was
The
like one of the
stupid
most
MTS looking thing.
that was like one of the most unrealistic parts.
What? What even is this?
Yo,
What am I
maybe
even looking at?
Oh my gosh!
You're looking at unparalleled muscle memory, my
And
friend.
it's
Let's go.
it's not the
It's a type of
optimal
muscle
path.
memory called task.
Yeah.
I need
Sick.
someone to make a meme image of that, like the doll or whatever it is, the AI that's floating around, just like muscle memory F-Zero GX. Throw that in there.
I wanted to, I was gonna take an image, it's like the IRL image of him, and you know how it's like Sasuke with like that eye that lets him copy everything? He just watched one gameplay, I am ready. Sits down, beats everyone, going back to back.
it,
Too easy.
if Sub 2 is free, this must be like 10 parallel universes ahead.
Oh yeah, gotta be.
It really is free, though. I'll say that.
First, you have to build up speed for 12 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is all right. So air dive.
Yeah, Aerodive is just. It doesn't make any sense.
Pops off
Suicide
all
finish.
in 1 month. He's like, all right, now it's time to pull out the big guns.
Oh, man. It almost motivates me, though, to get a run with the suicide finish just to say, like, screw it, I've done it.
I suck, but still
There,
pulled
it's
off
easy.
the suicide.
Yeah, just like if this is you sucking at the game, like, wow.
That's it.
Like, I'm gonna say this right now, this run doesn't look like it's good enough to even sub 2 without the suicide.
So the suicide's just like ridiculous.
I think it's like
I
4 or
finish
5
watching
second
this.
save?
I feel bad for FIFA. FIFA's been going at Twist Road like a madman trying to land that suicide, and this guy just shows up. Oh, yes. I did
right.
this. I swear. I promise.
It's actually quite easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, if
All
you know
you
how to
need.
task.
Uh,
Holy crap, that is. Whoa.
Whee!
Oh, that's the normal stuff.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
is nuts.
I watched like a custom machine do Spiral on AX, and he's just like, I don't need to be on this part of the track anymore, just leave another part. I'm like, alright, bud.
Oh, I know what you're talking about, probably.
It's
If we're
like-
talking AX, I could write you a book.
So no MTS into shift boost, despite him going for, those other.
I
crazy
mean,
shift boosts.
Those
That is a
MTS
very
and the
hard
shift
one,
boosts
yeah.
are hard.
That one is, yeah, it is.
Like, I will say that, like,
That's one of the harder
those
ones.
are too precise. I don't think you could just pull that out. That would be like, okay,
Even just
There's
pulling
no
that out
way.
of your butt would be nuts.
I don't think he even gets the upslope shift boost on, like, the lap 2, either.
Nope. He wasn't
No.
going fast enough.
no.
Jeez, that's sloppy.
Mess that up in the task.
I'm sitting there like, haha, he's bad, and then I'm like, I'm worse.
Oh, yeah, no, I would get my
Oh,
ass kicked by any
pain.
of you
Just
guys.
the pain face, like, despair. Whatever
Yeah.
face it is.
I'm trying to stay not super great until I do my complete 100% run of AX and GX. So
Yeah, I
like,
don't know if I could ever get to the level of you guys, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, get that.
Holy crap! That, yeah,
Also,
maybe
I have to
on
say,
the
the
road.
straight shot over the
Holy
finish.
crap!
Yeah, that
I've
was like
never
a
seen-
football kick. Like,
Like,
Holy crap!
I don't even think Sanix Tass of that strat, or Homie, or Brave even get that straight of a shot.
I just
Trying
really,
to fool someone?
I really just wanted to
Sounds
play the
like
moon
you.
theme from DuckTales. I really just want the DuckTales moon
Oh
theme.
my god.
It was. Yeah, I've seen. I just. Oh
I
man.
think also on like his 210 double branches, he gets like 2 shift boosts on the last like lip curve, whatever it is, the upslope sort of thing where you would normally fly off. He gets shift boosts on both of those boost laps.
GX weird things. You mean tassing?
Yeah, I haven't seen
Yeah, pretty much.
learning how to TAS.
It seems whenever I go off the ledge slightly, the game stops working, and I get to advance it frame by frame. It's very weird.
Whoa.
Yeah, look,
Yeah.
What?
What the heck is that?
Oh no!
that's normal.
No, quickly, buddy. Press L. You'll levitate. I know.
That does happen.
You became one with the air conditioning.
Oh.
2 is full of
I
fire.
don't think he could have
Rip
reacted
that
that fast. Like he had a frame perfect, like he turned frame perfectly, but it still wasn't enough.
The cheat detection kicked in.
Yeah, but yeah, the game's cheat detection is just its weird ass physics.
Yeah, that's it. That's how Sega protects the game.
Gosh. And just like the sloppy play, just icing on the cake.
Yeah.
Were there any other ones you wanted to look at?
I don't think there were any other notable ones really, like,
Yeah.
but you've seen enough to know the smoking gun is just right in your face. Like, just,
Yeah. I am choking on that stuff.
like,
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong, it's still cool though.
Yeah.
I will say if he does come out like say, "Oh, this is TAS, but I've got other strategies in mind," like, okay, how about you hit us up?
Yeah, I'd be like, hey, look, you've clearly got some potential. Why don't you?
Yeah, I mean, geez, if you can TAS that good.
Oh yeah, I put a
Here's,
subwoofer in. That's mine.
It's kind of a shame. It's kind of a shame I've never played on the arcade. 'Cause It
Oh,
seems
that
like
is so cool.
it seems like a completely different game compared to GX.
So good.
I can tell you, like, some of the things feel different. I might be wrong, but this is just my feeling on it. The boost time feels different. The boost sound is 100% different.
Yeah.
The boost sound varies by machine, though, doesn't it?
But it's different in AX. For
Yeah,
sure.
Yeah, AX, like a lot of them sound more like a gun firing. And,
Yeah, and I'll speak as an aged AX and GX veteran. They both feel completely different.
yeah,
And that's even from a
having
speedrun
different
perspective.
control
Like,
scheme would definitely do that.
Does
like
the
AX feels more like a 2D game more than it does a 3D game. In terms of like comparing it to GX and X, it doesn't feel like it's one of those 3D games.
Oh,
It
yeah,
feels more
that's
like how the 2D games are.
that's an interesting way to look at it.
Have you guys seen that video of the one guy cosplaying as Zoda while playing AX?
Yeah, I just saw that.
What?
I just saw that actually. That was actually really
That's-
cool.
That was me talking in there. I see my picture.
Anything else that you guys want to look at? I think we're caught up on the community updates.
Seems like it.
I mean, I must say there was like this one clip I found on Twitch that was in X finding a new place to die on Devil's Forest.
Which one?
I think Devil's Forest 1. I think that I don't think even Uchiha has seen, and he's played like 1,000 hours.
Oh yeah, probably of each
Oh,
game.
F-Zero X.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It looked like a pretty normal death to me. Like that just kind of happens sometimes.
It's not.
Well, but
there's
that's the
not
thing. No one
anything.
has seen anyone die where he did. Like,
He got hit.
That's happened to me 1,000 times. That is every time I'm just gonna hit this enemy because I can, and then
Yeah,
it always-
that's happened to me more times than I care to admit.
Yeah, that is my Mobius ring experience. I'm gonna be real
Yeah.
with you. I'm just like, oh, that ramp's pretty close, but you're closer. And then it's just
Oh,
like,
I
all
hate
right,
that
my
when you
turn.
like flip over.
Yeah,
That's the worst.
that tree branch has taken more F-Zero races than Black Shadow has.
Yes,
One thing I was looking at, I thought might be useful. So we're looking at some people who are figuring out ways to decode the F-Zero EX license card.
Oh yeah,
So
folks were talking about that the other
hopefully
day.
we can eat the we can get some of those, the gold pieces about save editing.
Oh yeah, or hacking or something like that.
Yeah. So hopefully I can, because what my idea is that I'm gonna bind the license to have the 3 of them, and then save it to the memory card, and then 3 of them again, and then save it to the memory card, and then I should have all 12.
Yeah, if you can find out if that works, I would love that for like just the AX on Nintendo. Because if we can get unique machine parts in that, speedrunning will literally flip on its head. I'm going to tell you
Yeah,
right
oh my
now.
god.
Well, from what we figured out, we know where the license card stores the parts. So we know where it is. So I'm gonna fiddle with the values and brute force it basically, because there's not so
Awesome.
many values that like we really need to go through. But
Yeah, there's only so many machine parts.
yeah, so I saw this and this makes me sad, honestly. I'm still learning it casually and like I'm doing like spiral with like 4 seconds left. And I'm seeing this and I'm like, this makes me sad. This boy's at 99 on the timer.
Yeah, this is like the only time I think that you can beat a 3-lap staff ghost from GX
Yeah.
in AX. Like, put that into perspective. That's beating a 3-lap staff ghost
That's
in
nuts.
twice the time.
Yeah, that's powerful. But yeah, I will let you guys know about the license cards because I have to get a cord imported from the UK because I've got to plug it into the Triforce and then into the into this like custom board that I'm using to run my hardware. So
Yeah, I'd be
hopefully
curious
it'll
to know
let us.
about the reverse engineering of those.
It's actually like I can get you guys some photos if you guys want to see that. It's like when you actually open up the machine, it's not as complicated as everybody thinks, especially because so like okay, I have a story. It's a bit of a long story, but it's more of like a funny joke story about what it's like working with the Triforce.
Go for it.
See if I can find it, because this is basically the suffering that is the Triforce, because nothing makes sense and everything's painful. Where is it?
Whoa,
Sorry, I'm just
what is that?
Yeah,
Oh,
I
that's
think
just classic flying.
Midi Man set some flying world records in AX.
Yeah, these ones were just kind of in
Wait.
passing.
That was a fast lap. I see.
Yeah.
So I found the story. Stepdad tries to play a game on the arcade cabinet. A Greek tragedy and a magical journey. Listen to this. No, I don't like this. The language doesn't match. Change the language. Okay, how do I change the language? Go into the system information screen, press the service button 15 times,
Oh my
then press
god.
it another 30 times. So you're just sitting there mashing it, and you have to press a button on the motherboard to do this. So the machine
Oh
has to be
god.
open, and you're poking the button 45 times.
And what does this
Are you
do?
kidding me? This is to change the language on the Triforce motherboard because it's
Oh.
region locked.
Oh my god. How
Why
many
is the
languages are in
arcade
it?
cabinet region locked? Three languages. It's like USA, USA, Japan, and export. I think from memory. Okay. Okay. So I do that. I press it 45 times. This stupid plastic button on the motherboard. No, the firmware's out of date. We need you to update that to let you access that screen. How do
Oh
I
my
update
God.
the firmware?
Wow, he does
Put the
this in
firmware
first
update
person.
disc in. I don't have that disc. Yeah, it's a collector's item. It costs $300 to $1,000.
Oh my
Any
God.
workarounds?
Yes,
Any workarounds? You'll need to open up your unit, flick a physical switch on the motherboard so it boots from a LAN network, connect it to your PC through a router, look up its network details, create an ISO of the update disk, and broadcast it via Ethernet. Okay.
Oh my God.
Sure, I've done that. Error. The game doesn't match the security chip. Well, now fix it. It's not a game. It's a firmware update. It's a firmware update that has a DRM security chip that won't boot without it. Then
Oh my
I
God.
added some profanities in for flavor that I won't say on the stream. Is there any other way to update the firmware? Yeah, sure. Just insert a random Italian FIFA game from 2006 and it updates the BIOS for some reason. Why does the soccer game update the BIOS? Because soccer, baby! And how much does this game cost? $150 to $300. By the way, is your steering wheel plugged in properly? No, it's sitting on the carpet. Why? Because input test. Steering wheel begins rapidly spinning, tears its own wiring out, and dies.
Oh my
Why?
Lord.
More profanities. If I get you this profanity soccer game, can I at least update the language setting? Oh, no, that just updates the firmware. You can only change the language on the screen that I have built in that only works on hacked security chips. How do I get one of those hacked security chips? To find someone who can make it from you and program it. This guy on the Gold Coast will make you one. How much? $20. So after all of that, I just have to find somebody to build me a chip. And yeah,
Wow.
that is what working with hardware, like arcade hardware, is. And it's suffering.
Oh my God. I would not have the patience for that.
Yeah. Once I've got it. Although, fun fact, I technically still didn't get this chip. I just have it booting F-Zero from the Ethernet port. But I do own a legal copy of F-Zero AX. I have the disc and everything.
Huh.
I just can't use it because it's the wrong language.
Wait, so it comes in it? Wait, so it comes in a disc?
Yeah, F-Zero AX is a disc, yeah. It's a... I can send you a photo of the disc if you want a photo of it.
Wait,
I got one too, man.
I thought he was joking.
No, that is my legitimate experience working with this hardware. Including the soccer game.
Oh my God.
Virtual Striker... Virtual Strikers 2006 updates the BIOS and a Trios and a Triforce motherboard.
FIFA was the key.
Yeah, that's it. FIFA, the speedrunner, comes in and he updates my game. But yeah, because soccer, baby. That's been that's the real arcade experience. But
oh no!
Once you go through that hell,
Is Midiman going for your record, Fi?
No! I forgot. I took a picture of my AX disc and I forgot. My camera is so big that I just sent a 12,000 pixel image.
Oh my gosh.
You've used a landscape camera.
It's literally too big for Discord. That's what it is.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's not.
Look, those AX discs are packed, buddy.
If memory serves right, it's like 12,000 by 9,000.
Nice.
What the hell, dude? Oh
It's
my
like
gosh.
that one person that has like a 70 gigabyte image of like his dog. He's just upscaled to upset him. I'll see if I can put it in the AX thing. See if I have one that's not a bazillion sizes.
Yeah, it's like 9,000 by 12,000.
Yeah.
And now I completely forgot what I was gonna say before stepdad one of his little.
Sorry,
Feels.
my apologies.
No, it's fine. I forget stuff all the time.
All good. There was one interesting thing that I thought was kind of funny as well. I don't know if people knew about it. So like we were sort of sitting there, like so Triforce's like the actual motherboard have a different version exclusively for F-Zero AX that have an additional port so you can plug in the memory card reader for the GameCube memory cards. And I found out that the port just runs into port 2 of the GameCube motherboard on it. So I just pulled the
yeah,
memory
that's
card into
what I was
port
talking
2 and
about.
it works, and I'm like, I'm a genius.
Yeah, I didn't see this video.
Oh yeah, that's the one I was talking about
It's
earlier.
kind of
The
surreal.
guy cosplaying as Zelda.
Whoa.
Yeah. It's a really good cosplay.
That's a little jarring, but dude, imagine just walking in on that.
Does
Like,
he permanently has those head wrinkles or forehead wrinkles?
Okay, there we go.
that's such a nice touch. The
Yeah.
wrinkles.
Yeah, that is a very good Zelda.
Oh, no wonder. This is so big. That's 108 megapixel. Whoops.
Holy crap.
Oh, the picture of the AX disc.
Yeah. Yeah, real.
Oh, is there
It's gonna get
marker on
every
it?
fiber that it's on there.
That's interesting.
The
Wow.
funny thing is, though, it's got a big foam disc underneath it.
Yeah, because I gotta keep the bottom side. Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah.
So are
I
those
can't
pretty
remember.
rare? Like, what do those usually go for?
I don't know. I think I got mine for like $300.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
With
I-
oh, sorry.
Weird flex, but okay.
I mean, hey, I'm one of the resident AX reps. I have to.
all you need
Yeah.
now is a cab.
Yeah.
Yup.
Someday.
I mean, to be fair, I do want to get my hands on that Japan exclusive license card. The one that came bundled in with Japanese copies of GX.
Oh, that's
I feel like that'd be
easy.
a neat little collector's item to have.
Yeah, those ones you can get on eBay for like $80. At least $80 Australian.
This is a cool
Yeah,
pack-
which is
pack
probably like
that just came out.
load Canadian because our conversion rate is ass.
Feel that. Man, I'm so jealous of this. I can't wait till GX gets a track editor.
Same.
Oh yeah, that'll be cool.
That's gonna be
That'll-
a game changer.
That'll be the day.
By extension, that'll mean AX will have an AX or a track editor too, though.
This
Yeah,
is
it'd
true.
probably be easy to port.
Because I mean,
So-
they're basically the same thing.
Well,
Just, I think if memory serves right, AX tracks are 4 times bigger. I think.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Something like
I
that?
was thinking that they do feel like sized differently.
Like,
I also feel like they might have more background objects. That's just my
Yeah, I mean, outer space definitely does.
oh, that'd be interesting to look into. Cause yeah, I've never even played AX or booted it up.
Okay. From what I understand, the Triforce for like when it so it has 2 modes. It's like 512 megabytes and then 1 gig. And I'm pretty sure for GX it uses the 1 gig version, which is why you can't run AX on an actual GameCube. And yeah, so I think it uses that extra space to handle the higher draw distance and more objects in the background.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's just my offhand knowledge.
I've noticed that it does seem to lag a little bit when loading the AX tracks, like when you're playing the AX Cup.
Mm-hmm.
At least it seems like that to me, and that might be why the intro portion is shorter as well.
Yeah. Because I think it's got way more background stuff in it, so it'd probably chug if it was. Also, as well, like imagine trying to load Spiral on 512.
Oh
meg.
yeah,
It's like no,
Spiral
please.
is massive.
So, unless you guys have anything specific, it's probably a good time to start wrapping up.
I'll say
I
one
got
last
nothing.
thing. There's one last thing I want to say.
Mhm.
Richard Taro has one final e-reader record, and that'll be the first time Taro has been wiped from any records page at all in GP Legend. So
Wow.
the last one though is Flower 3, and that's a missed flow course. So
Oh no, as if regular flower isn't bad enough.
Yeah, it's the
like, we saw the
end of
Flower
an
2
era.
record.
Yeah, it's sad to see him go. I think he kind of left the community. Like, I mean, who knows? Maybe he just settled down.
Just motivates people to try and fill the gap.
Yeah, pick up the mantle.
Because I
One
know
thing I
Paint
was-
has taken a couple of them.
One thing I was going to mention quickly, because I don't know too much about the e-reader cards, but I was thinking about buying one and then chucking it through my seeing if it reacts with the NFC reader. Because if it reacts to the NFC reader, you could probably get into them pretty quickly.
They don't. They are like they're cameraed.
Okay.
Yeah, because you actually have to like scan them, don't you?
Yeah, they're like the way they work is they're also like a picture, which is why you can actually just if you have a high enough DPI printer, you can print out your own and just run it through the e-reader.
Yeah, so that's how you crack them.
Yep.
Okay, that's good. That's good. And yeah, it's probably even easier to crack than using the NFC to edit them. That makes sense.
Yeah, I think that's probably the last thing I would have brought up.
All right. Yeah, I'll try to host another one of these that isn't, months away. So maybe we can do this again in a few weeks or something.
Oh yeah, I can tell you guys all about my experience playing AX, assuming I don't get burned again.
So yeah, let's set some new records, play some more games, and, yeah, do the thing.
I'll be doing my View 1 playthrough, and I've worked it out, and I'm going to be getting some absurd amount of money for my tax return, so I'm going to be buying a lot of things to finish off the machine. So hopefully, by the next time, my machine will be complete, and I can walk you through my bad financial decisions step by step.
That would be
more funny stories
be
from
awesome.
random soccer games.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah. I've got a Stanley knife, and I've got an initial D control panel that I need to mutilate, and hopefully I have fingers. We'll see. Take care, right?
All right. Yep.
Hey,
Catch you later.
care.
Bye.
Have a great one, everyone. Bye.